And this company has a bunch of other approvals in front of the FDA. So it is completely within reason that they win more FDA approvals in the coming months and years, which really makes this company a prime takeover target and just a gosh darn good company to own. Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Halloween. Today is Thursday, October 31st. And by the way, so this is like one of my favorite holidays because I have young kids. And when I grew up in New York, I grew up in Queens, New York on the wrong side of the tracks. We were poor growing up. And trick-or-treating was like such a big deal for us, candy. And we would have to go across Union Turnpike in Queens to Jamaica Estates. And this was like the real rich, fancy neighborhood where, for example, the Trumps lived and a bunch of other people like that. And we would get the best candy. And I remember being a little kid, I would just look at these houses and wow. And today I am blessed and fortunate enough not to live in a gigantic mansion. It's just not my style. But I do live in a neighborhood where everybody comes to our neighborhood to do trick-or-treating. So it's very festive and a lot of little kids running around. And it is one of the highlights of my year, frankly. But today's also Thursday, which is the day that I send out our weekly Takeover Targets issue. And I send that out at 2 o'clock every Thursday. And I'm really excited about this one because we had a killer webinar on Tuesday night, which, by the way, I'm still a little tired from because I was up so late. I mean, one of those guys that goes to bed about 9 o'clock and wakes up about 4. So if I stay up to 11, 12 o'clock, I'm a little hungover. It turns out I've reached that age. Yay, lucky me. Anyways, we're all still excited about this webinar. And I thought it was important for me because today at 2 o'clock, I'm going to send out this issue talking about the company that we discussed. And of course, talking about that company in depth. And this is an important one for me because as I've gotten older, I've started to go for real annual physicals. And I go every year to have my skin checked because I live in Florida especially. And I want to make sure I don't get melanoma. And the doctor does all these tests and uses this UV light on me and all this other kind of stuff. And melanoma is one of those frightening ones. It's great in the sense that if you catch it early, you get lucky, you could deal with it. That's why the doctor's always cutting little pieces of my body apart every year. Oh, we're going to take this one out. We're going to take that one out. We're going to take this one by your ear out, blah, blah, blah. But once you get it, you're in trouble. There aren't many great treatments for it. And the company that we're discussing actually just won FDA approval for melanoma. And what it does is, I didn't know this until I read about this, until I started getting interested in oncology. It turns out that we have cells that are able to attack melanoma and cancers like this. By the way, melanoma is considered a solid tumor cancer. Here's something I didn't know either until I started studying this some years ago. Solid tumor cancers account for 90% of all cancers, which is crazy. I didn't even know that. So anyway, this company that I'm so excited about recently won FDA approval this year for a treatment that what it does is it turns out that if your body has 1 million cells that attack the cancer, let's say of those million, only 10,000 of them are really effective soldiers at attacking the cancer. So what this treatment does is it takes out and isolates the most effective of those cells and then duplicates them by the billions and billions, and then takes those good soldiers and re-injects them into the person. So only those good soldiers, the ones that know how to fight this particular type of cancer, are really going after it and really kicking some butt. And that has been a wildly effective treatment. There have been cases of people who have been completely, I hesitate to use the word cured because it's a sickening kind of word when we're talking about such a serious disease. And it sickens me when people use that kind of word. But serious remission for years, no sense of it, no thought of it, no trace of it, etc. And that's a very big deal. That makes it very special to me because we've all lost so many people to cancer. This is a special company to me. I think it has a lot of big upside. I'm not the only experienced investor who thinks that. There's a lot of big money, very smart money guys who are biotech specialists, billionaires, and people who've made money just in biotech. That's their circle of competence that are really behind this company. So I really believe very much in this company. And what really is the kicker for me is this is what we call a platform technology, meaning that the platform, if this treatment works with melanoma, it likely works with other types of solid tumor cancers. And this company has a bunch of other approvals in front of the FDA. So it is completely within reason that they win more FDA approvals in the coming months and years, which really makes this company a prime takeover target and just a gosh darn good company to own. It's very rare. Most companies that you buy, they're like quick turnover. You're indifferent to them, and you certainly don't want to fall in love with a stock because that's foolish. There are some companies that you say to yourself, gosh, if I'm going to invest in something, this is a company that's really trying to make the world a better place. And we're not going to just invest in companies that are trying to make the world a better place. We got to make money. That's how we allocate capital. But this is a company that has big upside for investors and is trying to make the world a better place. As I've gotten a little bit older, that's become a little tiny bit important to me. So basically, if I'm looking at two investments and they are equally the same kind of opportunity and risk, and I could choose one, and one of them makes the world a little bit of a better place, I'm going to invest in that one. I guess that's one of the benefits of age. Anyway, I hope you watch the replay that we're posting out there. I know they're going to take it down soon, but this is one of those that I'm very excited about. And if you own takeover targets, you can expect to hear from me today at 2 o'clock as always. Have a wonderful day.